Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Shiekrunner. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can get the Checkered flag and the Darwin cannon. Those two items are incredibly useful for outdoor content, but also for just like leveling fast and just doing things more efficiently. What the Darkmoon cannon does, it launches you up in the air, and with a Goblin Glider, for example, you can extend the duration of it. And with the checkered flag, just increases your base movement speed for like 30 minutes, or like not for 10 minutes, for like 30%. So those two items are very useful to get. I'm going to show you how you can get it. Another reason for me making this video is I want to practice on how to make guides. So if you guys have any suggestion on how I can improve the guides that I make, let me know. Criticism is always appreciated. You can also be rude in your criticism. It doesn't fucking matter. Like the only criticism that doesn't matter is criticism that doesn't result in improving oneself. So, but let's get into it. So I really like these events, or like not the mini games that you have to do in order to get these items. They're really fun, which is also another reason why I wanna do this. So I'm gonna show you what achievements you're actually gonna go for. It's the big race Roadhog and the big Powermonger Gold. I'm just gonna assume that you don't know anything about this. So if you're on a new character, this quest right here is actually not blue. It's actually just a yellow quest. It's kind of like an introduction quest to this minigame. So we're just gonna go off the assumption that, well, this is the introductory quest. It's essentially almost the same thing, just this quest is a little bit longer, but I will play it like it's the introductory quest. So you have 4 different vehicles. Every one of these vehicles has different abilities, and the ones that we need for both of the achievements, like for this we need for the checkered flag, and this we need for the Darkmoon cannon. So both of have different abilities, and we're gonna focus on this one first. So you have 3 abilities, of which 2 really are the only thing that matter. It's Lasso Power Up and Jump to Banner. So I'm gonna showcase how this works. Also we'll go over how in general this works. So the goal is for both of the achievements to get back to the point like in 20 tolls. So essentially when the game starts, the timer starts, and essentially you have to get within 20 tolls in order to get both of them. But this is, by the way, not the challenge yet. You don't get anything doing it here. You have to do it over there. This is, like I said, the introductory area. So this is jump to banner. You jump to a banner. When you go into a banner, you get actually a speed increase. That's not what I wanted to show. So if you go into the banner, you get actually a speed increase, but the speed increase is inferior to this speed increase, as you can see. So you wanna always get the boots when you can, when it makes sense, instead of just like the banner thingy. You don't have to go through them in order for it to like register or something like that. You don't have to necessarily go through them. That's maybe like a connection that you've done in the past or something like that, that you think that you have to go through them. You don't, and you can essentially lasso items to you, which is very handy. So you want to make the use their abilities in a way that they just make sense, and like don't like get demotivated or demoralized when you don't get this first try. It's logical. Like mistakes are a crucial aspect of the learning process. So it's foolish to think that you will just go first try. So I didn't either. Like I actually took me a while to figure it out. I still struggle to this day with it sometimes, depending on how like when was the last time I did it or something like that. And I have done this on 20 characters. So don't be foolish to think that you would just first try it. That's a completely wrong approach. So the initial quest is just like go over there where I was and then back to the flag. This is obviously not the introductory quest, so like for me here. So obviously I'm not going to complete it here because you will have a different quest if you have never progressed in the Darkmoon fair. So once you're done with this quest, we go over here. This is the challenge area. So you have the 4 vehicles again. We're gonna go with this one, like I said, for the checkered flag, the 30% movement speed increase for 10 minutes. It has 50 charges. So we're gonna start this quest. So you might think, well, we go immediately in there and do it. That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually prepare something. And actually give you a good tip that instead of just trying out and using like learning through trial and error that way, just practice individual parts of it. For example, this jump here at the beginning is comparable with the rest, much harder. So you would have to like practice this part individually first, and then you will get this much quicker done than you would beforehand. Then you will get otherwise. So you can actually prepare the course in beforehand. So what you would do is essentially would put down this over here, and depending where your camera is, the item will be. So and then you would like go to the beginning and start it so that you have this one right here. And obviously you would have to do this fast because this item disappears over time. So if I would go back now and would start it and everything would go over here, it would be gone. So I'm using this to show, like I'm gonna practice it myself for a second because I haven't done this in a while, so I might be rusty on it myself. So let's do this. I actually see it disappeared once I, like when I try to get it. So now I have this, so let's see. Oh no, never mind, I have not started the event yet, so um, it can't work because of it. So you actually have to first start it and then you have to practice it. And obviously you also need Darkmoon game tokens to start these things, but you can get them at any game tokens vendor on the Darkmoon Fair. So let's do this. So this is the beginning, for example. You go in here, get this, and then this. Obviously you want to make sure that you pick up the, this is a small optimization. Obviously you want to have the full duration optimally from this one. So you want to put it somewhere around here that you collect it as soon as that one like fades. But that's a small optimization. You don't have to worry about it. You can do it without, but it's a small optimization that you can do. So now I can practice this a little bit. So see, like I will mess this up probably a few times. So see, as you say, I messed it up too. So you wanna pretty much aim from this over here. You wanna hit this edge and then go over it. So we're gonna do it again. Practice it a couple of times. So there I got it. Then you wanna go up here, and I messed it. Oh, I actually got that puff. Like it was really clean. I didn't think I thought I overshot it. So that's essentially the beginning, and that's much harder than the rest of anything. The rest is just like, well, you know how to use the abilities properly. So we do this again, making sure that we have practiced it all. So you just make sure that you want to go here completely to the left, and as you can see I just messed it up. Can we save this? I could also just, yeah, we could save it. So here you want to make sure that you just go straight, like you don't want to, you want to like move a little bit forward and then go left. And then you pretty much just want to do this jump like this. And then, and it doesn't have to be all that optimal, like unless you want to go like for like a personal best or like a record or something. It doesn't have to be that optimal. 20 toads is not easy, to be fair. But it's also not impossible that you have to make use of every small optimization. But I want to let you know of that anyway, because it can help you in the process of it, and understanding how it properly works and all of that. So now we're actually going to start it. I'm not sure if I have to set it up again or like if this is enough. I might not, like actually I'm gonna set this up again. Like it probably will disappear, so I'm just gonna set it up again. And yeah, this is a little bit tedious. See, I would have never gotten there in time, I think. So this is also the harder one of the two. Um, the other one is much easier because it's just like the vehicle abilities are just more overpowered, and it's much less specific. For example, the in comparison, the start of it is just like a joke. So you want to make that as tight as possible. Use it as, like I said, try to have this, use as much of this first boss as you possibly can. Get this one. Get the jump. And then you're around here. So here, this you cannot charge, it's not a banner. Here you don't want to use anything, even though it's baiting you to go that, but you would have actually just gotten that, and that would have messed with you. I actually messed up a little bit. So you don't want to get hit by the Zeppelin. So you want to use the item so that you get past those quick. Want to make sure that you don't get the rocket and that you don't fall in the water. Now you just press the thing to go forward, you grab it, and now you can actually walk on the thing again. When I get this thing, the boots, so depending on how quick you are going to be, you actually have to wait or not. I don't have to wait, so I can just go over here, can use this, and then I can over here. So now I go up here, use the thing, jump to a banner. I actually messed up here, but like small things like that are okay, like it's not that tight. So we add, like, it counts like the tolls for each section. So this was maybe a misplay because I needed that ability. So the worst thing that can happen is like getting hit by these things, or like getting like those things, or like hitting a rocket, like I may almost did. But this could still be fine. But like it gets to the point where it's like not tolerable anymore, because like it's not super tight, but like, see, did I manage to do it? Yes, I got it. As you can see, I managed it in how many tolls did I get? I didn't read it, but I will see it in the video later on. So here we got the item. The Checkered flag increases mouse speed by 30% for 10 minutes cooldown. This is a one-time thing. That means that you won't be able to get another one of those. And a GM is unlikely to restore it because it's a charge item and it's not in your item restoration box. So don't get the idea of deleting it and then restoring it. I've tried that before and it didn't work for me. So as you can see, I have it on this many characters. So I own total of 18. I think this is Frostbane alone, because other realms I have them on too. So, and now we get on to the second. The second is, like I said, much easier than the rest. Also like the other thing. So we have 4 abilities here again. Or like, no, last time we had 3, this time we have 4. So here, this is like summon agrobots, summon robot minions to taunt Nerby's minisaps. So it's just like a way for you to avoid minisaps. So it's not really a problem, minisappelins, in this case with this guy. So battery is, you store a power up, and once you press it, it uses it, which will become in handy. And this is essentially, instead of jumping to a banner, you jump to like an item. So here you actually, in order to prepare this, you actually, like last time, you didn't have to start the event. With this, you have to start the event. So we're gonna start the event, but we're also gonna prepare. The trick is, we're gonna store an item, then abandon the quest, and then continue this all. So as you can see, this thing allows, like the dash allows you to jump on water, or like walk on water, so it's important. So we want to get the rocket, we want to save up the rocket. So now that we saved up the rocket, we can actually ban the quest, but I wait with it until I get to the thing. So until I get to the ground. So also be careful with this big guy that you don't actually like take another one of those dudes, the other vehicles. So we abandon the quest now. We're gonna restart it. And here again, the same principle, practice each individual section and then go for it. But the way that this works now, like, is supposed to be super self-explanatory. So here you want to make sure again that you have it as tight as possible. You do this. We want to jump to like this thing. As you can see, this is really fast. So we're gonna go over there where we were last time, but this time we have the big fat rocket that you've already witnessed, and we use it around here to get up here. So this is not really super hard, but it can go wrong, depending if you hit the tree or not, or if you like fall down here. It worked good. So here again, you don't want to use it because it can really like it will charge this guy, and that's not good. So here you can do mini steps or just do it like this. This I messed up, but so I had to save that. It was really close. So here you can actually save this one. We save this one, that we can just like do this instead. So those, then we go over here, then we do this. So like I said, comparable with the other thing, it's much easier. So here we have to wait now actually. Either because I was too fast or too slow. I assume I was slower, but it's fine. It's much faster than to wait. Or not much faster, but it's faster. So then you can just use the item even though you're still in the air. Return to the start banner. So here the item's around here, so you can just use it immediately. And the cooldown is not even that long. And if you use the item, what you're actually immune to like the obstacles that are put in your way. So the rockets and the thing that jump you in the air a little bit. Here you can actually just use like the 4 button. They are only used for in very specific aspects and not just like general, because they launch you up in the air, so they really mess with you. So we have this done now too. Like I can tell already that this is more than enough. 19 I would assume. Yeah, 19 as you can see. So we have both the Darkmoon cannon and the checkered flag. And like I can actually show off the Darkmoon cannon. The checkered flag I can't because it has only 50 charge and I value them a lot. So we actually wanna just go out of here. And then I will use the Darkmoon cannon. So, and you can actually extend the duration of this by just gliding. If you have a goblin glider, I don't have right now one, but you get the idea of it, and that can be very useful. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will plan on making more guides like this in the future, by the way. So this is like one of the practice ones. So that's the plan. So ideas for future videos are like maybe going over some add-ons, or like maybe like not maybe, this is something that I'm certainly confident about that I'm gonna do that at some point. Is like going over like how to be this fast or how to be more efficient. Like I have a bunch of ideas like how certain skips work. Like I have like a lot of ideas of like what I wanna do. So, but before I leave, I actually wanna say some things. So we're still recruiting for the max level project and for the next expansion. So what that is in the next expansion, me and like a group trying to go for world first max level. So, and we're still recruiting for that. So if you're interested in that, just hit me up on Sheik hashtag 21417, or just click the Discord link in the description to get in contact with me. So I see you again in another video. Bye. Look at my hand, like how big it is. Like if like the hand is bigger than your face, then you have cancer. Like this, like do that, and when your hand is bigger than your face, then you actually have cancer. So just a joke, by the way. See ya.